Hi guys, welcome to my channel, The Determined Gardener. Did you know that April is a prime time to start your garden? That's right. Even if you're in a cold climate like myself, you can start your garden. You don't have to start it indoors. I'm here at my local nursery and I'm going to show you what vegetables you can start to plant now, even if you are in a cold climate. And you'll be surprised, there are many options. So enough talking, let's go. Lettuce is one of the fastest growing crops, and April is a prime time to get it in the ground. The great thing about lettuce, you don't have to wait months for a harvest. Many varieties will give you fresh greens in just 4 to 6 weeks. One year, I planted an entire bed of lettuce, and then it got too warm too fast. My beautiful lettuce bolted. So here's a pro tip here. Stick to heat-tolerant varieties like black-seeded Simpson or Butter Crunch if you live in a warmer climate. And instead of planting all your lettuce at once, plant a few rows every 2 weeks to keep your harvest growing. I see a lot of new beginning gardeners make this one big mistake, putting their lettuce in full sun. That will wilt your lettuce. Lettuce actually loves cooler temperatures. The cooler, the better. They have this gourmet mix for $14.98. You can see it comes in a sizable pot. You have all this variety of lettuce. Now, if you want something quick and easy, radishes is the way to go. They're ready to harvest in as little as 25 days. I can't say I'm a big fan of radishes, but I like them in salads. I once forgot about a batch of radishes and let them grow too big. They turned woody and spicy instead of crisp and mild. So radishes need to be harvested on time. So don't leave them in the ground because they won't taste that good. A common mistake that I used to do when I planted my radishes, I would crowd them. The best thing to do is thin them out. If you don't thin them out, they'll grow skinny. Peas, they love cool weather, and April is the last chance to plant them before it gets too hot. Remember, peas love to climb, so give them a trellis. The bush varieties will grow better with some support. Do you remember Popeye the Sailor Man? He used to always eat his spinach, and when he ate his spinach, that's where he got his strength. Spinach thrives in cool weather, and it's actually a superfood. Planting spinach in April is one of the best times to do it. Plant spinach in partial shade or under taller crops like peas to keep it cooler longer. And a lot of gardeners plant spinach in dry soil. Spinach needs constant moisture or the leaves turn bitter. Keep the soil damp but not soggy. Beets are super easy to grow and they thrive in cooler temperatures, especially during April. What I do when it comes to my beets, I soak beet seeds in warm water for a few hours before planting to help them germinate faster. A common mistake that some people make is that they don't thin their beet seeds, and that leads to stunted growth. If you had to plant one vegetable in April, you'd have to make it kale. This green is tough as nails. It can handle frost, cool nights, and even a little neglect. And here's the best part. Kale actually tastes better after a light frost. The cold turns its natural starches into sugars, making the leaves sweeter and less bitter. So kale really is a cool temperature crop. And the cooler it is, the tastier it gets. Remember, when it comes to planting kale, well-draining soil is the key. Make sure it's fertile soil. If your soil is compacted, loosen it up with some compost before planting kale. Kale thrives in full sun, but it can also handle partial shade, which is great if you have a garden that doesn't get all that much sun. Pro tip here, just don't plant one row and call it a day. Stagger your plantings. A few seeds every couple of weeks so you can get a continuous harvest instead of one giant batch of kale at the same time. Once it starts to grow, it's better to harvest sooner than later. Leaving kale in the ground long will lead to it being bitter. When I went to Home Depot, I wasn't shocked to see broccoli in stock. Broccoli is a cool weather crop, so planting in April is the ideal time to do it. Be patient. Broccoli doesn't grow overnight. It needs at least 6 to 8 hours of sun daily. Start with rich compost amended soil because broccoli is a heavy feeder. If your soil is low on nutrients, your broccoli head will be small and weak. Believe me, that's happened to me many, many times. A pro tip here, if you're starting from seed, plant them indoors 4 to 6 weeks before transplanting. And if you're planting seedlings, make sure they are hardened off before putting them outside, meaning you gradually expose them to the outdoor conditions over a few days to avoid shock. But for me, I think the best thing to do is to get the plant, not the seeds, because broccoli does take a long time to grow. And remember, broccoli needs airflow, so give each plant 18 inches of space to avoid any diseases. Carrots are one of my favorite veggies, and they're really good for planting in April because they love the cool weather. But here's the trick. Carrot seeds hate being transplanted. So if you're thinking about starting them in trays, don't. Direct sow them instead. Also, don't bury the seeds. If you bury the seeds too deep, they won't grow. And if you really don't have a lot of room to plant some of these vegetables, the best thing you can do is just plant herbs. Herbs love the cool temperatures. And what's best about herbs is that they're very easy to grow. They're essentially weeds. All you have to do is just plant them and let them grow on your windowsill. You'll have oregano, chives, dill, parsley. They are wonderful plants to grow in April. Last but not least, Swiss chard. That's right, Swiss chard is considered the most underrated green in the garden. I personally don't grow a lot of Swiss chard, but I know people swear by it and they love it. It's packed with nutrients and it grows like crazy and can handle both cool and warm weather. So if you plant it in April, you'll keep producing all the way through the fall. Swiss chard loves full sun but can tolerate some shade. The best part, it grows in almost any type of soil. Just make sure to work in some compost before planting for extra nutrients. And the pro tip here, chard seeds are actually clusters of seeds. So when they sprout, you'll get multiple seedlings from one spot. Thin them out though, so each plant has room to grow. Otherwise, they'll be fighting for nutrients and they'll stay small. And one last thing when it comes to Swiss chard, don't pull up the whole plant. Chard is a cut and come again crop. Harvest the outer leaves and let the inner leaves keep growing. That way it will keep growing for you. This way you'll get months of fresh greens from one plant. And don't forget to give it consistent water. If Swiss chard dries out, the leaves turn tough and bitter. Keep the soil evenly moist, especially during those hot spells. They have some tomatoes, a whole variety of tomatoes. But if you are in a cool climate like I am, planting tomatoes right now is not the best time because you would have to leave them indoors. It's still too cool to plant tomatoes right now. So if you are in a warmer climate, you can take the risk of planting tomatoes. Just make sure you know your last frost date. But if you are in a cooler climate, tomatoes right now, you'll have to wait until it warms up. I hope you guys got some valuable information and you'll give some of these vegetables a try. Remember, if you live in the colder months, you don't have to wait until May or June to start gardening. You can garden right now. Just make sure that you know your last frost date before you put anything in the ground. And what I love about starting in April is that it gives you a jump start on the garden season. You don't have to wait until it gets really warm. You'll plant now and soon enough, the summer will come along and you'll have even more vegetables. So guys, thank you so much for joining me here on my channel, The Determined Gardener. If you liked any of this information and you got any good information from this video, why don't you do me a favor and join the family already and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to share this video with your family and friends and give it a thumbs up. And if you love all gardening like I do, you definitely want to check out the next video. I went to one of the big box stores and you would not believe the inventory they have in stock. I'm talking about shrubs, flowers, even hydrangeas. So you definitely don't want to miss that video. Keep on watching.